Want to win an Xbox Series S? Stick around until the end of the video to learn how. Many of us have binge-watched Season 3 of Cobra Kai by now, and after a very suspenseful cliffhanger at the end of Season 2, fans were anxious for the series to make its return. And even though we received a very eventful 10 episodes, we are still left with questions that need some answers. Spoiler warning in full effect. The finale of Season 3 brought Johnny and Daniel together to co-train the next generation of karate teens under one dojo. Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang, whose name doesn't make a whole lot of sense but still sounds really cool, will train under both instructors. They may sound awesome, but with the more passive approach Daniel uses compared to the more
striking first is about being aggressive, right? If you're not aggressive, then you're being a and you don't want to be a you want to have balls.
Approach Johnny uses, there might be some conflicts seeing as they can never seem to see eye to eye. For now though, the Miyagi-Do Eagle Fangs doesn't sound like a bad name. A great aspect that Cobra Kai brings us is the many flashbacks we get for a few of the main characters. This season, we were taken back to how and why Kreese takes on the strike first, strike hard, no mercy motto that Cobra Kai enforces. The season's final episode features a flashback in which Kreese frees his comrades from a cage they are captured in and is thanked by his friend Twig for saving his life, who states that he will always be indebted to him. The scene finishes off with Kreese looking at an old photo of himself alongside Twig before he picks up the phone to talk to who we assume to be Twig. This begs the question, do we know who this Twig character is? Well, we know that Twig is called Silver by his captain in Season 3, Episode 6, which implies that he could be none other than another past Karate Kid villain by the name of Terry Silver. The Karate Kid 3 revealed to us that the two were army comrades, so this does leave the track record that Twig is the corrupt businessman, Terry Silver. If this speculation is true, then actor Thomas Ian Griffin may make his return in Cobra Kai Season 4. Since we saw the team-up of Johnny and Daniel, it does make sense for Kreese to team up with someone as well. Mr. Miyagi and Daniel LaRusso had an almost father and son-like relationship in the movies, which reflects in the way Daniel always refers back to Miyagi's teachings and the morals he taught him. But as occurred in Season 3 when Daniel returns to Okinawa, we saw that Mr. Miyagi didn't teach Daniel everything he knew. In a rematch held between Daniel and Chozen, Chozen brings out a technique that incapacitates an opponent via pressure points, turning out to be a technique from Miyagi's home dojo. The new technique surprised Daniel, who had been told by Mr. Miyagi that Miyagi-Do's style only used karate in defense, not offense.
Excuse me, what?
This begs the question, is there something more to the wax-on, wax-off technique that was taught to Daniel at such a young age? Only time will tell, but we certainly won't rule out the idea. Allie Mills at long last made her Cobra Kai debut, but even that wasn't enough to keep Johnny away from his new love interest, Carmen. And even though there was a very noticeable spark between the two on their date after many years, it only made Johnny realize how strong his feelings actually were for Carmen. We almost got an "I love you" out of Johnny, but the moment ended by being cut short by the sight of a beaten and bruised Miguel. This will be the second time we see them take a go at the relationship. Hopefully we see the spark continue to grow in Season 4. One of the most loved characters of the series, Miguel Diaz, who we saw grow from a bully teen to a karate prodigy, suffered a devastating injury at the end of Season 2. And even though he has regained his walking ability thanks to Johnny's less than ethical tactics, he is not yet able to use his legs to their full ability. Whether this will continue to be a lingering issue for Miguel in the next installment isn't quite known yet, being that he did push through and throw a series of kicks to his opponent towards the end of the final episode. It's inevitable that Robbie and Miguel will face off once again, being that they are each a part of the rival dojos, so it will be interesting to see the recovery Miguel will go through in Season 4.
Then you need to get your ass over to Cobra Kai.
Like what you saw? Check out this video here. To enter our Xbox Series S giveaway, be sure to leave a comment down below and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit the bell to stay notified for more of your favorite content here on Cinemash.